Peace, y'all. This is Left Side of the Brain. I'm about to go in deep tonight, man. I just realized something. I'm not supposed to be in this world. This world is just a trick, and they playing a joke on me. I was at the bar tonight. I went to look at the game, the finals game, the Cavs versus Golden State. And I was in there and I was looking around and I was saying to myself, what in the hell are you doing here? I was just looking at people and it just dawned upon me that I'm out of place. I felt so out of place, man. And this is how I feel every day in my life. So I told myself that from here on out, I'm going more and more into solitude. I'm going to keep making these videos because these videos, they serve as an outlet for me. Everybody that stares at me, I can feel when their eyes look at me. I can feel the reflection of the light bouncing off of my skin and going into their brain and the information sent back to me, and I can already tell what they have processed about me. And they already know that I'm out of place. And they know that you are out of place as well. If you are a person like myself, I guess, you also know that you are out of place. And you're not tricking yourself. You're not deceiving yourself. It's real, man. If you constantly find the doors of life shutting in your face, if you constantly find yourself not being able to keep a steady relationship, it's because you don't belong here. And I thought about it. I said, what business does a person, excuse me, the phone was about to fall. I said to myself, what business does a person with a soul have doing in a world full of soulless people? Let that sink in. What business does a person with a soul have in a world full of soulless people? You don't have no business here. I did a previous video about not trying to save organic portals. That's not our mission on this earth. And I don't want to get redundant. So let me say this. Your parents, they to blame for you being in this world. And that's why I tell y'all, don't have children. As a matter of fact, all of our ancestors are to blame because they neglected this truth. It came to them. Truth has always been here. Somebody like me existed in this world. Somebody like me revealed these teachings. And you know what? They refused. And you know what? They continued doing the same old mundane stuff. And guess what? The cycle continued. So your parents are the ones, because of their ignorance, you have to suffer. It's like the scripture says, the righteous, they have to bear the infirmities of the weak. You have to carry their load for what they failed to do. What they failed to do was to not have sex in the first place. Because they had sex, you ended up being in the picture. You see what I'm saying? Had they listened to Left Side of the Brain, you wouldn't be here. Had my parents known what I know, I wouldn't be here. A person with a soul in a world full of soulless people. Does that make sense? And when I put it together, I thought about it even more. I said to myself, I am the only conscious that exists. It's like when I was a kid, I used to look at batteries, right? You know those Duracell batteries, and it has like the plus sign on one end and the negative sign on the other end. I used to say to myself, how can it be a positive and a negative energy in a battery? Isn't it all just one battery? Isn't it just one energy? And what I'm saying is that positive and that negative stuff and that male and that female stuff, none of that stuff is real. It's only one energy state that exists. It's just like water itself. It's no positive water and negative water. Water is just water. It flows. It's kinetic energy. It's no positive water, negative water. You might have hot water, cold water, but it's not negative hot and cold. All of these cold words and all of this stuff they created, all of this stuff is just a bunch of garbage, man. I was thinking about that when I was driving home. I was saying all this stuff is just a bunch of garbage. Just a bunch of lies, man. You know, and as a person like me, you get tired of waking up every morning, the sunrise, and you step out your front door, and it's the same old thing, like over and over. You learn these lessons, but you can't even utilize them. Like the only way that you can utilize these lessons to make it practical, quote unquote, is just practicing solitude. Think about it. The one thing we don't practice, myself included, we got to get used to being alone. We got to get used to being alone. We got to get used to spending time in the house by yourself on the weekend. Sitting out on the back porch and just looking at the stars. Because really, that's what you headed to. That's the ultimate reality. This life that we live in right here, this is short. This is short, man. You may as well just face your reality by looking up in the midnight sky. Because that's exactly where you headed. That's where you came from. You came from that blackness, that deep, deep space. Where you think you're going after you die? Oh, I know. You want to have kids and you want to be like what's that family, that show that used to come on, the Brady Bunch. You want to have a bunch of kids and you want to see your kids graduate. Oh, you want to see your kids graduate. Oh, you got all these dreams and all of this. You want to live up to this illusion hype instead of going ahead, accept the truth. Look, man, I'm talking to you. Whoever you are, listen. You don't fit in. You'll never fit in. Just accept it. And don't be sad about it. Don't be sad about it. Be glad about it. Because if you fit it in this world, that means you're not going to fit in the other world. See, some of y'all just getting into this type of information, but I've been on this type of information even before this YouTube. And one thing I used to talk about was the photon belt. I don't know how many of you all are familiar with the photon belt, but the photon belt was a energy that this solar system or this galaxy, because you know the galaxy that we live in, the Milky Way galaxy, it's revolving as well. As we revolve like the planets, so does the Milky Way galaxy. And it's revolving around a central sun called Alcy-1. Then you have the sun. But all of this is orbiting around that. And then back in like 2005, 2004, look it up. It was a movement going on called the photon belt movement. And a lot of people were studying it. This was before this YouTube craze thing and all of this. This was like when MySpace was out. I was writing articles and stuff even back then. I used to have a blog spot. So saying all that to keep it short, if you fit into this world, you're not going to fit in to that photon belt world that's already here. Okay? My bad, the phone fell. You're not going to fit into that photon belt world. So you should be glad and accept your outcastedness. That's a new terminology. Accept your outcastedness, because if you fit in this world, you're not going to make it into, we're already in the photon belt, but you're not going to make it as we get deeper and deeper into this thing. That year 2020 that's coming up, now equate that to your vision. 2020 means 2020 vision. By now, you should already have 2020 vision. You should be able to see clear as day by now. You shouldn't be lacking and not knowing about who you are by now. This late in the game. By the year 2020, that's a clear sign. I know by the year 2020, my eyes going to be even more open. I'm going to have 2020 vision in the year 2020. Perfect vision. That was shown to me that the year 2020 represents when the eyes of everything is going to just be flat out open by the year 2020. I'm telling y'all, you gotta just hang it up. Stop playing around with this. Stop playing around with this information like it's just entertainment. It's not. It's more than entertainment. This is to be lived out in your day-to-day lives. This is to be lived out, man. And this just came to me tonight, man. I was driving home, and all of these thoughts just started bombarding me all at once. I was like, you know what? I gotta do a video. I gotta let this out. Like, yeah, man, I just want to tell y'all that, like, I know we going through things, but the reason why we going through these things, because we don't fit in this world. And you only going through things because you trying to assimilate. Because you have a desire, that's where the problem come from. Like, go ahead and accept it, man. You different, man. And it's okay. I'm different. Okay? I'm different. Left side of the brain, I'm not like the rest of y'all. I am different. I don't have friends. I don't even believe in friends. All right? I'm different. I told myself I'm going to go to the costume store. I promise you, y'all going to see me do a video, and I'm going to have a costume on. I'm going to be walking around the city in a Batman cape, with a mask on. I might get a Tony the Tiger mascot outfit. I'm going to be walking around day-to-day life, just out of it. Y'all going to watch. I'm gonna get me a Tom and Jerry uniform. I'm gonna put the headpiece on. I'm gonna put the body piece on. I'm gonna be walking around the streets, and I don't care what nobody think about me, what nobody say. I'm crazy to them like this. So let me go ahead and fulfill what my not fitting in. I'm gonna fit in perfectly in that costume. I'm gonna fit perfectly in that Tom and Jerry outfit. Watch. Mark my words. I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna go shopping. I'm gonna be in the grocery store. I'm gonna be in the mall. I'm gonna have a costume on. Cause I would rather be fake to these people. I don't even want to reveal my real self to these people. For what? You get what I'm saying? And I understand why God hides his face. I'm gonna save that for another video. That's the title for another video I've been pondering about. I'm not gonna talk about that on this video. But I'm going to put on that costume, man. I'm gonna cover myself in darkness, man. Solitude in the house with the lights out, like I do every night. You know those red light edition videos? I'll be up, man, late at night, thinking, looking out the window, looking at the tree branches as they move. You know when them tree branches move and stuff, man? Don't take that for granted. They communicating. Yeah. You see them tree branches move? That's sign language. They doing sign language with their hands. Listen to it. They moving. They talking. That's what you need to be connecting with. You don't fit in with them people, you know, them nuts out there. You don't fit in with them people. You know what I'm saying? Forget them. Forget them. Look at them trees. Look up at them stars at night. If you stay up during the wee hours of the morning, notice them birds. They wake up every morning around the same time. They be chirping and stuff. They be chirping. Don't take that stuff for granted. That's the language of the of the earth. That's the true language of the earth. You listen to them birds, they be chirping. Sometimes they be talking to me. I can listen to the chirps and kind of hear what they saying. I put it in my own words. Sometimes God, he speaks to me through the birds chirping. I'm telling you, man, this stuff is real. It's real if you want it to be real. It's not real if you keep playing and not taking this serious. Then you're not going to get any message. Everything is going to bypass you. But the moment you decide to unplug, that's when you will get plugged in. And with that, I'm going to sign out. This is Left Side of the Brain. Peace.